Okay, really excited about this one. You see on here it says frame kit. Yeah, this is the Realacc, the Genius frame, symmetrical X, and they're saying it weighs 85 grams, all the hardware and everything, and it's 4mm arms, 3K carbon fiber. So if you didn't know already, this is the dark matter clone. So I'll call it the foreign matter. Let's get into it. I will do a quick assembly, measurements, and review. Really would have been a nice looking box if it wouldn't have been sat on 50 times. But and the Realacc strap, all your arms, your plates, and standoffs are like a dog bone knurled. So they are just like the same standoffs that come on the X210 Pro. Then you get the little bumper pads, 3M pads, Maytech PDB. Then you get all the little hardware. Ooh, you get some nice long screws in this one. Sweet. So let's put her together. I'm gonna order stickers because someone's probably gonna ask if the dark matter sticker kits that Schizo has made up that come from what is it, Get FPV, if they fit on this. Well, I'm gonna find out because I'm gonna get some of those sticker kits, and when I build this, which is gonna be fairly soon, we'll see if the sticker kits fit on there. And this just seems really super stubby. Carbon fiber does look really good quality too. You can never really see it on there, but you can see it's not really super thick layers. It's pretty fine layers. So the carbon fiber is a pretty decent quality carbon fiber. Obviously it's still going to need to be rounded off. The holes that are drilled, a little bit rough, maybe a little bit dull tooling or trying to punch them through too fast. The holes are perfectly straight in line, so it looks like any arm can be used for any spot. So I don't know about the dark matter quad or not, but this one looks like it can use any arm in any position. The bottom plate, they all need to be cleaned up. It's just got sharp edges on everything. Got some really nice looking stainless hardware I picked up the other day. Oh, I think I will use some of that. Not because I have to, just because I want to. Try to keep it on camera here for you. Sweet stainless steel. So these are 12mm. And it's nice too, it comes about halfway up in here. I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see it in there. So it comes about halfway up, so you have over halfway left to screw a standoff in there. So I definitely like that. I'll use that. So I got some 10s left for the top plate, or 8s. I believe I have 8s and 10s I picked up as well. Grab the shorties. It should be short enough. I guess we'll see. I like it when they come just flush with the top edge of the hole. I don't know, I like the way the arms on the TCR all kind of interlock. These ones don't. If you can see down through that gap there, you can see straight through there. These arms don't really lock together. I don't really like that very much. Kind of just give them a little bit of a snug, and then I might have to measure them. Yeah, I don't like that too much, that the arms can move around so much. They should have been just a little bit longer so they locked into each other. I'm sure Schizo's frame does. I didn't watch the whole build video he's got, but I'm sure his arms come all the way in and touch each other on the inside underneath this plate. I don't know why you wouldn't do it that way, because there's a lot of movement. So you can, like that, you can almost make it into a stretch X. Look at that, with all the movement you got in there. Yeah, that's kind of uncool. The only thing so far that I see that I don't like about it, but if it's supposed to be symmetrical, it should be the same in all the directions here. .150 millimeters. .150. So that's what they need to be at if you want it to be symmetrical, and then just tighten them down. I'll take this all back apart and clean it up and everything before I finish building it. Yeah, I really like putting the long ones in so they come all the way flush with the top of there. This is the same hardware that they use in the TCR, these outside pieces. There's also a little plate in the center. The TCR is a really good frame if you're thinking about building one. Take a look at that too. I suggest that. I've built it. I fly it. I really like it. So this is a really easy frame to build. There's really not all that much thinking, so I'll use the little bit longer. Well, these are the longer stainless ones that I got. Rarely ever do I use the hardware that comes in the kit, just because I like to use the stuff that I got. I like the way it looks with the stainless hardware. I really like these dog bone looking knurled standoffs too. Like I said, the ACC X210, the Pro version, uses these same standoffs. I like them. I mean, with a little bit of modification, the Martian 3 could actually be almost the same frame. You can use these these on the Martian 3 and get rid of the nuts that are on there, and you can run your battery strap underneath here. So I'm going to order, as soon as they become available, I'm going to order these for that Martian 3 frame that I got. I don't really use these PDBs because I use the Hub OSD PDB, but there's nothing wrong with these. A lot of guys use this. I think I've actually been putting it on that side, but you can come out the bottom too with the whips, or if you want to, you can solder that on. You just got a lot bigger chance of busting this off right there if you solder the XT60 on there. So I refrain from putting the XT60 on there. And then the notches go to the back. Oh yeah, that would work. If you wanted the camera to sit back in a little bit further, you just would turn it around so the notches face towards the front of the quad. In the picture on Banggood, they got it assembled the other way around, but I'd rather have the, if there's room in here that you're not hitting the flight controller, you can flip it around. But it looks like it might be close to where it might hit the flight controller, the stack. So I don't know. When I go to build it, I'll try it. So that'll be in the build video. And then I have stainless, I believe those are 8s for the top. It's about the only thing I can get locally besides shrink wrap is stainless steel M3 screws. Everything else I gotta buy online. But yeah, there's sharp edges. The whole thing needs to get cleaned up real well. And I do have a Martian 3. I can grab it and kind of put them side by side just so you can see. But this is definitely a lot less messing around than the Martian 3. The Martian 3 needs some modification work to it. And with these longer screws that I put in there, they don't quite, so you'll have to take some of the bottom of the standoffs off there and just screw a nut on it and sand it and take some of the bottom of those standoffs, the plastic off, so they'll bottom out all the way against that board. Otherwise it'll vibrate. There'll be some icky bad vibrations. Then you got your little rubber landing feet, but I don't know what good that is when you have an underslung battery. So I would probably order the Realacc, that battery protector plate kit, because it didn't come with this for some reason. You would think it would come, because I mean it comes with the other one, the Realacc X210, but it didn't come in this one. So that's a suggestion I would make. Need a battery plate. That's kind of, and then there's no protection for these screws and everything, so that's kind of not very cool. Where I like how you got a little bit more protection on the X210. It sits a little flatter on the bottom. I like the X210 design better for the bottom. This big of an area is going to be pushing on your battery with those screws. There's not going to be much surface area. That would be the only thing that I would see wrong with the bottom of there, because your battery could like mush in or move around, or where the X210, it's nice big flat surface on the bottom for the battery to ride on. But besides that, I really don't see, I mean, it feels like a pretty light frame, even with the stainless that I put in it, but of course these are steel, so it's not going to be, the weight difference isn't going to be any difference really. It'll probably be less because these are really long screws. They said it was 85 grams frame and hardware. Weight, frame plus hardware. 85 grams. Wow. They must be talking not PDB, just the hardware. I bet you that's what it is too. They're probably just talking about the assembled frame weight. 90 grams. And these screws are shorter than those screws. Crazy. 91 grams. For just the frame assembled with all the hardware. Then you throw the PDB and XT60 on there. And it's 102 grams. Then you throw the strap on there and the landing pads, 108. So I'll grab that Martian 3 so you can do a quick side-by-side comparison. I forgot to mention the standoffs. They are 35 millimeters. Between the plates is 29 millimeters. Between the camera plate, inside to inside. This one too, when I build this one, I think I'm going to go into the arms and cheat them a little bit because these move as well. Not as much, but they do. So if I elongate that hole a little bit and get this to, I could probably get that to be symmetrical too. Because you can see it's not a symmetrical frame, that Martian. But if you look at them, everything's so close to being the same. Like I said, I could fake this. I don't even have to put this plate on there. I can move this plate to the top side. And then I could even put nuts between it so I could get the battery strap underneath there and around, and everything else could mount up in there like that. So that would basically be almost the same frame. It would be, I'm going to do a custom trimmed down build on this Martian. But this is definitely sleeker. You can see just by looking at it. It's sleeker and more trimmed down. This is like fatter across the top. I like the holes for the antenna mount. The hole for it's pretty much useless. I just come out the back with my video transmitter, the antenna. I'll zip tie it through those holes right there and come out the back. I don't even ever use that hole like on the X210. Just come out the back and zip tie it off the top. There's another plate on the X210 that comes off the back here, and I zip tie it to that. But yeah, for the, what is it, 27 bucks? Yeah, for the $27 for this frame, I would buy it over the Martian. For sure. I mean, if this would have been there, I would have never bought the Martian. I just like the way that they look. I mean, this is ridiculous. That doesn't need to be there, and some other stuff like that. But like I said, the only thing I do not like is this little tiny plate. This plate, I mean, it's carbon fiber. You can make it a little bit bigger. Just make it the whole distance of this, and then it would support the battery a little bit better. Maybe I'm just being a little bit picky about it, but That's my only negatives about it. Everything else about the frame I like. Carbon fiber, really good quality carbon fiber for that price. It's ridiculous, the quality of the carbon fiber for the 27 bucks. So definitely buy this one. Buy it, build it, fly it, crash it. Buy another one, build it, fly it, crash it. Like, subscribe, have a great day.